There is a mineral. It costs less than a cup of coffee per month. It runs 300 chemical reactions inside your body, and over half of Americans don't get enough of it. Not a little short, a lot short. We're talking sleep problems, anxiety that won't quit, muscle cramps at 3 a.m., chronic fatigue that no amount of coffee fixes. And here's the part that makes this worse. Your doctor probably already told you your levels are fine. They were wrong. I'm Dr. Stack, and today we're fixing magnesium. Magnesium doesn't have a lobby. There's no pharmaceutical company pushing it, no celebrity endorsement deal, no Super Bowl ad. It's just a cheap mineral that your body desperately needs. Here's the scale of the problem. 300 enzymatic reactions in your body require magnesium. 300. That includes energy production, DNA repair, muscle contraction, nerve signaling, protein synthesis, blood sugar regulation, blood pressure control. Magnesium isn't doing one job. It's doing everything. And yet a 2012 study in Nutrition Reviews found that 48% of Americans consume less than the required amount. Nearly half. And that number is probably worse now because the magnesium content in food has dropped by up to 80% since 1950. Soil depletion, industrial farming, processed food, the food that was supposed to give you magnesium doesn't contain as much anymore. So even people eating well are often coming up short. Here's why your doctor missed it. When they test your magnesium, they test serum magnesium. The magnesium floating in your blood. That number is almost always normal because your body will rob magnesium from your bones and muscles to keep blood levels stable. Think about that. Your blood looks fine. Meanwhile, your bones are being depleted, your muscles are cramping, your sleep is destroyed. Serum magnesium represents less than 1% of total body magnesium. The test your doctor is running tells you almost nothing about whether you're actually deficient. This is why magnesium deficiency is called the invisible deficiency. The only reliable test is a red blood cell magnesium test. Not the standard serum panel. You have to ask for it specifically. Most doctors won't order it unless you ask. So how do you know if you're low? You look at the symptoms, and they're everywhere. Muscle cramps and twitches, especially at night. Poor sleep, difficulty falling asleep, waking up at 3 a.m. and lying there, anxiety that feels constant but has no obvious cause, fatigue that doesn't respond to sleep, headaches and migraines, high blood pressure, constipation, brain fog. These aren't random. They're all magnesium, because magnesium is the mineral that calms your nervous system. It activates GABA receptors, the same receptors that sleep medications target. Without enough magnesium, your nervous system stays in overdrive, and there are things that actively drain your magnesium levels. Stress, alcohol, caffeine, refined sugar, certain medications including proton pump inhibitors, diuretics, and antibiotics. If you drink coffee every morning, drink alcohol on weekends, and live a modern life with any amount of stress, you are losing magnesium faster than most people. Here's where most people make the mistake that makes everything else pointless. They buy the wrong form. Magnesium comes in a dozen forms. They are not equal. Magnesium oxide. This is what you find in most cheap supplements and many multivitamins. It has roughly a 4% absorption rate. You absorb almost none of it. It's cheap to manufacture. That's why it's everywhere. Avoid it. Magnesium citrate. About 25 to 30% absorption. Good for digestion, commonly used for constipation. A solid choice if cost is a concern. Many people start here. Magnesium malate. Bound to malic acid, good for energy production, popular among people with chronic fatigue. Underused magnesium glycinate, bound to glycine, an amino acid that is itself calming. High absorption rate, gentle on the stomach, no laxative effect. This is the gold standard for sleep, anxiety, and general supplementation. This is what most people should be taking. Magnesium threonate, the most expensive form. Developed at MIT specifically to cross the blood-brain barrier. If your goal is cognitive performance and brain health, this is the form. Early research shows it can actually increase magnesium levels in the brain, which the other forms struggle to do. So here's the simplified answer for sleep and anxiety. Glycinate. For energy and chronic fatigue. Malate. For brain performance, threonate. For digestion, citrate. For wasting money, oxide. Whatever you do, check the label. If it says magnesium oxide, put it back. Now let's talk dosing, because getting the form right and the dose wrong still doesn't work. The RDA is 400 to 420 milligrams per day for men, 310 to 320 milligrams for women. But here's what that means in practice. Most people are only getting 200 to 250 milligrams from food. So you're looking at supplementing with 150 to 200 milligrams of elemental magnesium to close the gap. Elemental magnesium. That's important. Read the label carefully. A capsule might say 500 milligrams of magnesium glycinate, but the elemental magnesium, the actual mineral, might only be 50 to 100 milligrams. Always check the elemental amount. Timing matters too. Take magnesium at night, before bed. The calming effect on the nervous system works in your favor. Many people report noticeably deeper sleep within 3 to 5 days. And here's what most people don't know. Calcium competes with magnesium for absorption. Don't take them together. Vitamin D increases magnesium demand. If you're supplementing vitamin D, which we covered last week, you need more magnesium to process it. This is actually why some people feel worse on high-dose vitamin D. They've triggered a magnesium deficiency. Zinc at high doses can also deplete magnesium. Watch your stacking. So here's the full picture. Magnesium is involved in 300 plus reactions. Half of Americans don't get enough. The standard blood test misses the deficiency. And 90% of the supplements on the shelf are the wrong form. Here's exactly what to do. 1. Switch to magnesium glycinate if you're taking anything else. 150 to 200 milligrams of elemental magnesium at night. 2. If you're on high-dose vitamin D, this is non-negotiable. You need the magnesium to process it. 3. Get your red blood cell magnesium tested next time you're at the doctor. Ask for it specifically, compare it to serum magnesium, and watch the difference. 4. Fix your diet. Pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, spinach, almonds, avocado. These are the highest magnesium foods, not supplements, real food. The products I recommend are linked in the description below. iHerb has the best prices I've found on magnesium glycinate without sacrificing quality. If this changed how you think about magnesium, subscribe. I cover one supplement or health topic per week. The whole channel is built around one principle: science first. No hype, no sponsored opinions. I'm Dr. Stack. See you next week.